Obito clearly knew that Haiden wouldn't die, so why didn't he go save him? During Team 10's revenge battle, Kakuzu was finished off by Kakashi, while Haiden was blown into several pieces by Shikamaru, and finally buried deep underground. Kakuzu died and his corpse was taken back to Konoha, so there was no way to save him, but Haiden was different. We all know that even if only his head remained, Haiden wouldn't die. If Obito or Black Setsa had come to dig him out, and brought him back to the Akatsuki for patching up, he definitely could have been used again. So why didn't Obito do this? Was it because he didn't value Haiden's abilities? To some extent, I think that's true. Haiden only had his curse technique, and apart from that, he could only use taijutsu. He didn't know any ninjutsu. The key is that he's simple-minded. His taijutsu is only average, and he doesn't really follow orders. No matter what, Jashin is always his top priority. Now that his partner Kakuzu was already dead, Haiden was of little use in Obito's eyes. Kakuzu was the one Obito valued most as a worker. It was Obito who asked Pain to recruit Kakuzu back then, while Haiden was just a tool Pain and Konan happened to find, meant to be a suitable teammate for Kakuzu, since Kakuzu's partners always tended to disappear. Haiden's appearance just made him the best choice. Another reason I think Obito didn't save Haiden was because his ability had already been exposed. The reason Haiden was able to take down opponents was mainly because no one knew about his curse technique beforehand. It caught people off guard in battle. By the time the enemy figured things out, it was already too late. But after the fight with Asuma and the others, Haiden's ability was completely exposed. As Itachi said when recruiting him, once others know his ability, his immortality isn't hard to deal with. There are plenty of ways to seal or restrain him, and with Kakuzu already dead, even if Haiden was dug up, there'd be no one to patch him up, which is another problem. In fact, to Obito, he never really cared about the Akatsuki members' lives, though he told Pain that the goal was to collect tailed beasts, create tailed beast weapons, monopolize all wars, and make the world fear war to create peace. His real goal was the infinite Tsukuyomi. For Obito, Akatsuki members dying during the hunt for tailed beasts was actually the best outcome. When Haiden and Kakuzu fell, Akatsuki only had the 8 tails and 9 tails left to capture, and Pain, the strongest, was still around. So Obito simply didn't care about Haiden's fate. Haiden was of little use in catching those 2-tailed beasts. If he saved Haiden, he'd also have to find him a new partner, and it wasn't easy to recruit people at that point. But if Haiden's curse technique had no range limit, wouldn't he be a very useful tool? Or maybe Obito was also wary of him, afraid that if he let his guard down, Haiden might take him out, because Haiden had mentioned more than once that he wanted to kill the boss.
With